Hello and welcome to CIS251 Online. Start out by giving you a little bit of information about the course. There's a little bit of difference if you've taken together languages like C# and VB.NET between those two and C++. And what it is C++ is, all of these are intro courses. The C++, the GUI is considerably more complicated because you have to wire things together through code. But fortunately, in C# and VB.NET and some of the other high-level languages, the compiler kind of builds all that stuff for you. So it's not as nitpicky in C++ is, for lack of a better word. Okay, so looking at Blackboard here, you can see, of course, I've got these welcome videos that you're watching now, and there's general points for the tests and the projects and discussion questions. Plus, this semester, there's 15 extra credit points for doing the course survey, which usually shows up about midterm. Printable course schedule. I will give you Monday memos, which kind of duplicate this. But anyway, for the first week, you need to watch the welcome video in Blackboard, which you're doing right now. Watch the online attendance video in Blackboard. Download the data files for the textbook from Blackboard. And download and install Visual Studio 2022 Community Edition. That's a free version. Now, in addition to that, once you get everything installed and running, and I'm going to go back to Blackboard in just a minute, there are like 3 project videos for online attendance project. I show you everything, but you have to get it working based on me showing you everything, and then zip it up and submit it the way I show you in the videos, and that'll keep you from getting dropped from the course. That's your online attendance project. Also, you'll need to do the first part, or the discussion question number 1, the main posting. Those usually span 2 weeks. So the first week you got to do the main posting, and the second week you reply to 2 other people's posts. So it's pretty easy. But those are required. And so anyway, like I said before, every Monday you'll get what I call a Monday memo about 8 o'clock in the morning, and that's going to summarize everything that's in this printable course schedule. Now, those go away on the Sunday of the end of that week, so if you need to look back at what we were doing, you'll have to go here. All right, this is in Blackboard too, so let's go here. All right, so that's the printable course calendar. This is the syllabus. It's just general stuff, tells you about the book. I believe this is a Cengage book, textbook. And if you've got Cengage All Access, it'll be in there. If you don't buy that, then you probably still get the book. Well, let's take a look at that real quick. There's a lot of information in here that you don't really have. That shows what we're going to be covering. So we'll be covering 13 chapters, a midterm and a final exam, and 13 projects. Let's see. That's just a summary of the grades. Okay, here it is right here. Introduction to Programming with C++. Diane Zach. So it is a Cengage textbook. It's the 8th edition. And it depends on, I mean, obviously it's an online course, so if you want to use a jump drive, that's fine, but you can just create the directories on your hard drive if you want to. And if you got speakers, you don't need earbuds or headphones, but if you don't, you'll need that to watch the videos. All right, so here is the link to the latest Visual Studio Community Edition. You click on that, download it. It's substantial in size. It takes a while, so you pretty much have to have a broadband connection and some patience. But anyway, when you get ready to install it, you'll have to set the workloads. And here's a screenshot of what I mean. You can see everything that's checked here. You'll need to check all this and then these 2 over here. Now, there's a ton more stuff. This is just the minimum installation. But this will get you through VB.NET, C#, and C++. Here are your data files. Download and unzip these onto your computer. And I'll go over, how to set up a couple of directories. Another video, probably the one under here. Okay, if you don't have a computer that runs Windows and you're in the area, you can check one out for free by clicking on this link, filling out the paperwork, and they will let you know when to come and pick it up. But you're going to need a Windows machine for this. All right, let's see. let's go to the lecture videos and the projects. So that'll be under content. We're going to start here right now. Okay, so there's assignments, instructor lecture videos, student resources. There, yeah, we probably need to go there. If you go to student resources, you will see what's called a student template file. This is going to be something you'll need to put in every project, because when we build our projects, we will be building empty console apps. And this will actually allow you to run it. It's the very bare minimum of code that you need in order to create a project in C++. So there's some other things here. There's some handouts, object naming conventions. That's really more for the other two classes, but I mean, you probably want to look at it, maybe print it out and hang on to it. Okay, let's go back to content, assignments. Okay, as you can see here, there's an online attendance project you've got to do. And there are actually basically two parts to it. And in here, I show you all the code you need, you know, how to zip it up and submit it. Now, it has to be working before you get credit for it, but you have to do this before Sunday night of the first week of the class, which is, you know, this week. So don't wait till the last minute, because you don't know what kind of bugs you're going to run into or problems. There are no projects for chapters 1 and 2. That's just for review only, but you need to kind of give it a cursory look, and we will hit the ground running with chapter 3. Now, here's the way this works is you have to work your way through the chapter using those data files, and you have to pay attention and pick up on what they're showing you to do, and you have to duplicate what they tell you to do. If you don't do that, when it gets time to do the project, you're going to be in pretty bad shape, because you're not going to know what to do. All right, so there's this attendance project. Here's project 3, and I just basically give you, you know, what they've got in the book. It's pretty easy. There's also a part 1, 2, and 3 video for that, okay? Now, I don't always give you the complete solution, because some of this stuff's pretty easy, but I do get you started on most of it. And sometimes there's a PDF. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11 doesn't appear to be, oh, it's probably because I'm doing it in the lecture. So 11, 12, and 13 I don't yet have videos for. I'm probably going to have to go back and make some for those. This looks like a summer class where we didn't cover as much. All right, let's go back. Let's do lecture videos. All right, there we start off with chapter 3, right? There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I cover actually 2 chapters for 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, because they're related, very closely related. One of them is like loops and loops part 2 and that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. And here's arrays. So I've got 2-parter on that. That is 11 and 12. Okay, so, and then chapter 13. So you do have lecture videos, and I may not have, I've got to go back and look, but I may not have done the last 3 because I may have covered it in here, but either way, you'll have videos. Okay, so there we go. So that's the lecture. So basically what you do is you work your way through each chapter, then you watch the lecture video, and then at that point you'll be ready to watch the project video if there is one. On the first couple, there's not, but I've got information on what to do. Some of these I pull out of the book, some of them I kind of create on my own. So, you know, this is a mix of both of those. All right, let's see. Template file. Let's go back to student resources. I think I already covered this, but let me go over it again just so you'll know. Yeah, I did. Okay, this is what you're going to need to paste into your project for every one of them. Either that or it won't run, okay, it's because we're building empty projects. All right, that's about all I have to say. I want to keep this short as I can. Hope you have a good semester. It's going to be a pretty long one, and remember that if you have questions, email me through Blackboard Course Mail. All right? See you around.